A sense of deja vu in through all of this. So this crash this morning happened within a few hundred feet of a disastrous crash on May 23rd of 2013 that caused reforms to make the state's bridges more truck crash resistant. But there's still more work to do. This was a collision with a twist, pulling Department of Transportation bridge inspectors all the way from Tumwater to make sure part of the bridge wasn't compromised by exposure to something super cold, liquid nitrogen at minus 360 degrees. These washed out photos show where the truck hit along a barrier designed to protect the bridge. And in this case, the bridge it was protecting was the concrete replacement section for another semi-crash 7 years ago that brought down a big section of this bridge. That collapse sent cars into the water, but fortunately there were no fatalities as a direct result of the collision. But it was a wake-up call for the state of Washington because the truck was hauling an oversized load that caught the corner of a decorative arch that led onto the bridge.
We worked with the National Transportation Safety Board and with the Federal Highway Administration to implement changes to our program.
Evan Grimm works in bridge preservation. The solution was to square up the corners of the remaining steel trusses, allowing for more clearance.
We have done a whole effort with a vertical clearance program to measure the vertical clearance of our structures.
But it's expensive, and the design of this bridge is replicated across the state.
The challenge has been finding funding to do that work.
Mark Gaines is the state's bridge and structure engineer.
Right now, we don't have enough preservation dollars to take on a lot of those projects. We do them as we can, except there is a backlog of bridges that could benefit from similar work like we did on Skagit to eliminate the low clearance portal frames and to restore clearance through the structures.
Now, there was an additional tragedy in that 2013 incident, which was the death of State Trooper Sean O'Connell, not because of the bridge collapse, but just trying to handle the massive diversion, the detour of traffic around here. Meanwhile, bridges now are supposed to have a standard clearance all the way across, at least at 16 feet 6 inches, but they are also have a better system for rerouting large loads. Now, today was not a large load. Obviously, there are liquid nitrogen trucks around, but this certainly was an unusual incident. Live on the Skagit River, Glenn Farley, King 5 News.